So let's face it, we are all always on the lookout for AI related stocks that we should be buying. AI as a sector has unequivocally been one of the best sectors to invest in, period, for north of a year plus 2 years now. And I don't really see any end to that. Okay. And so in that, we're going to talk about two of the best AI stocks to buy right now that have shown really, really impressive 1 year, year to date, and then 5 year plus, as far as growth cycles. So we're going to show you that. We meaning I. My name's Austin. I cover crypto every day and I cover stocks every day. I have a massive crypto channel and I'm just starting the stock channel. So please, if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe and let's get into this. So two AI stocks that are really, really fantastic. The second one's going to surprise you, and it is one that you know about, you've heard about, but I'm going to give you the reasons that you may not know are pretty good as far as to buy and hold it. Okay, so with that, let's jump into this. So we're going to get into the first AI stock, Millionaire Maker. I love that. Two Millionaire Maker AI stocks to buy and hold. Okay, so the first one that we're going to talk about here is Micron. Okay, you may be familiar with Micron because they used to be a retail consumer brand. All right, did you know that? Maybe not. If you don't, now you do. And they've actually exited that business to move completely into the AI memory chip sector. Okay. So they as I said, they produce memory chips that go inside of AI chips like NVIDIA, AMD, things of this nature. So this memory storage gives the AI chips the bandwidth to handle intense workloads, perform at their best, making Micron an essential part of the AI build out for these massive AI chips and the demand for those AI chips. So think of it this: Micron's a core component of those AI chips out there that everybody loves to talk about all the time. Okay, in the yellow, Micron has delivered impressive growth in recent quarters, pulling away from its 5-year revenue compound annual growth rate of 8.8%. Listen to this. Revenue nearly tripled year over year in the second quarter of fiscal year 2026, ending February, and was up 75% sequentially. Micron's net profit has surged to 57.8 in the quarter, showing sustainable revenue growth. Okay. In the blue, as I told you in the blue right here, Micron's future heavily depends on AI chips remaining in demand, and they exited the consumer business to prioritize the AI infrastructure, like I told you earlier. Look at this. The green AI company's outlook implies 34 plus billion in revenue in the fiscal third quarter, midpoint suggesting 43.5 sequential growth. They are also giving a 30% dividend hike. That was a sign that management inside of Micron believes that these tailwinds will last for a long time with much to benefit of the current shareholders. So 30% dividend hike. So that's a side benefit by owning Micron, excuse me. You can also get a dividend. All right. Here is the second one. Did you think it would be Amazon? Okay. Everybody thinks of Amazon as Amazon, right? You buy your little pens to be delivered to the house, if you will. Okay, well, I'm assuming they do much more than that. If you don't know the story, Amazon has a division called AWS, Amazon Web Services. And ironically, that division started when Amazon was buying all of the hardware infrastructure for their own purposes and then realized that they could utilize and sell the excess computing power, processing power to other companies. And then that was the beginning of AWS. And now, obviously, they have become one of the largest AI cloud services company out there. All right. And that's something that a lot of people don't know about. Okay. They are the world's largest cloud platform, and Amazon controls more than 1/4 of the growing cloud infrastructure services market. Okay. And when companies come online and start to use AWS, Amazon Web Services, for their AI cloud, computing power, it's easier for organizations to stay put. They don't want to leave. Okay. So when a company comes on board with one of these cloud services company, again, Amazon has the largest and they control 1/4 of that market. They don't want to leave. So they don't want to switch. Right. So they continue to pay those fees, and those fees just continue to pile up for Amazon inside of the AWS region. One of the main reasons AWS revenue growth accelerated 24% year over year in Q4 of 2025. Yeah. So What do you think? What do you think of these? I already own both of these, and I'm definitely looking at maybe adding to my, my bag, if you will, adding to what I own here. And so that is really what's attractive to me is I love both of these because really they're components, if you will. They're kind of backbone, right? You've got Micron with memory chips going inside of the NVIDIAs and the AMDs, those chips, right? So that's what makes it so, in my opinion, crucial that that's a really good AI play. Okay. And I also own NVIDIA and I also own AMD, but I like owning different portions of that supply chain, if you will, that pain. And then again, that's why I like Amazon. Most people think of Amazon as, the company that delivers, my iPhone cover, right? Or whatever it may be. Or, I want to go buy a stapler. I'm just picking up random things now off my desk. Okay. But that's what most people think of Amazon for. All right. They do so much more than that with AWS, which is a crucial AI component out there with their cloud services platform. So let me know what your thoughts are. Give me a like, a subscribe, hit that bell notification. Just starting this channel, going to be making content for you every day with two goals: help you make more money and keep you better informed about opportunities to find stocks that you can invest in the AI sector, as well as the other, everywhere else in the stock sector. Thanks for a few minutes. I'll see you later. Bye.